Okay, I'm ready. All right, record in 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, welcome back to the You Discuss podcast. We're going to backtrack today and talk about financial aid. This is something that's super important that we didn't cover before. There's not a lot to talk about, but we figured we should. This is fucking hard.
We're doing fine. That was perfect.
Perfectly fine.
Nope, we're redoing it.
Okay, now you see what I
mean?
I was gonna say something about you doing. I was literally gonna once you pass it off to me, I was gonna say something about like, why the fuck are you doing the intro?
You can still do that. I'm ready now. All right, record in 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, welcome back to the You Discuss podcast. Today we're going to take it back to financial aid. This is something that's really important for everyone to know about, and we didn't cover it early enough. So I'm going to send it right over to Jalen as our resident expert on everything financial aid.
It's still weird. I know we agreed on it, but it's still weird. That's
me
not your
doing
part.
The intro. Yeah, you know what, Jay? Deal with it. I wanted to try it.
But yeah, so I don't know if I'm the resident expert for financial aid. I guess I am for this group. But yeah, like Claudia said, I think financial aid is something that is very, very important. I don't think that any, just normal middle class household could afford a $50,000 school a year. But I don't know, if there's a way to do that, please let me know, because my loans are expensive. But yeah, so probably one of the first and most important things that you should do regarding financial aid is submit your FAFSA application. FAFSA is basically a federal financial aid, I don't know.
You can do it.
I can't. FAFSA is a federal program that basically gives out financial aid for you to go to school, and they'll give out money that basically you don't have to pay back. Just based on your family's, situation, financial situation. I think that it's extremely important. It's basically the reason that I was able to afford Delaware. If I did not fill it out, I most likely would not have went to Delaware, just because it was, too expensive. Delaware, I know, has a tendency not to give out a lot of money to students. But I always say that anything, like even if they gave you like a little bit, and if everything helps, if you don't have to take out more of private loans that then have interest on them, and then you're paying back double what you took out, which I still had to do in the end anyway. But it's really important. I was able to get a decent amount back from the federal government just because of, family financial situation. I definitely didn't get as much as I did from other schools, but I have 2 siblings. All 3 of us at one point were in college, so it kind of just, 2 of us were out of state. It was expensive for, just one household to be paying for all of that. So I always, as soon as the application opened, I was online waiting at midnight for it to be, I had all my tax information and stuff. I was ready to just send it out. This year, it is due at the end of June, on June 30th. I feel like usually it's due earlier, but, with COVID and everything, I'm not sure how that works out. But it usually will open up sometime in the fall. And again, I think that you should fill it out, regardless of whether you think you'll get money or not. I sent it to some schools in New York when I live in New York. And once they saw I was in state, I think the most I got was $150 or something. But I mean, $150 a year doesn't seem like a lot, but once you start paying them back, and then your loan payment is, a lot. $150 could go really far away.
When you're filling out FAFSA, that is for the next year. So this June 30th is going into the fall semester, correct?
Yeah. So
and that lasts all year or semester to semester?
So yeah, you only fill it out once per year, and it's due, this one is due June 30th, and that's for the fall 2021, spring 2022 school year. And then next year, when you get your taxes for 2021, then you would fill it out for next year, and they base off that year. So like this year's tax return on what you would get for next year. I would always fill it out early and would not have my tax information for the year that it was going towards, basically. And I'm pretty sure that you have to update it once you get that tax information. Usually, I mean, I guess it depends on the situation, but usually there's not that big of a difference. And in like, FAFSA world, like a couple $1,000 also won't even really make a difference, I don't think. So, but yeah, I say fill it out. You never know what you're going to get, but you'll see. Did you guys fill out your FAFSA application?
Yeah, I got nothing from it.
Same.
Well,
We can't really contribute to this. I mean, it's an important topic, but
It's just not my specialty.
Same.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that everyone should do it, because I just feel like if you don't do it, then what if you could have got money and you now don't have that money? So
absolutely, it's worth doing it if you get something or not. I mean, hey, $100 is $100 if that's what you get. So take what you get and get. One thing I do know at least a little bit about is merit scholarships, which is another form of financial aid with University of Delaware. And these are specific UD scholarships, like the actual school giving you money. And like Jay said, they don't like doing it. They don't like giving you money. But
I swear that's a common occurrence through all these episodes. I keep mentioning that. They're very money strict. I don't know the right word, but yeah.
Greedy.
Yeah.
Higher
that
education is greedy. But no, basically merit scholarships are scholarships that you get based on grades, test scores, classes you've taken. They are absolutely dependent on what high school you went to, SAT, ACT scores, other standardized testing, what major you're going to be. Like, they're pretty specific. And if you change majors or you don't maintain a certain GPA, which I believe is 3.5 usually, then you lose that scholarship. There's a million ways to lose it and you really can't get it back.
wait, your requirement was a 3.5 to keep yours?
3.5.
Oh my
I believe
God.
so. Yeah. I lost it. So clearly I didn't do it well, but
yeah, I had one that was a 3.2 and one that was a 3.0.
I remember mine was high because it was also for the pre-vet school. So like I would have lost it one way or the other, switching to public policy, but I don't know, maybe the medical fields, whether it's humans or animals, they have higher standards, which I can appreciate that. But
3.5 is pretty high though.
3.5
is pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
but
I don't know what the school's average is, but it's definitely not a 3.5.
Yeah, not 3.5.
I've seen the lines I've seen at Grotto's prove that the school's average is not a 3.5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I know
merit scholarships are great to get if you can get them, but I know that I didn't apply for one or anything. I just kind of it showed up.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. They're not things like you can't. I mean, not that I know of. Maybe there is a way, but I don't think you can go out and, especially before you're at the university, go out and apply for them. Maybe once you're there, I think you can probably do something within your college or department or something. But beforehand, like I just remember getting my financial aid package, and it was like, here are your 2 scholarships. And I was like, oh. Okay. I was like,
nice.
Cool. Again, like it's just nice to save money. Like it's great. So yeah, I don't really remember applying for them at all. I don't even remember. I can't even tell you what the 2 I got were. I don't even remember the amounts. I remember that I had to go to a thing like freshman year, and it was like they were like thanking us for being a part of whatever scholarship group that we got or whatever. But they had like food, there's like live music and stuff.
I didn't go to that. What?
It was in the ice building. Basically, I just had to write a thank you letter to who sponsored my scholarship, and then I got like I got all this food, and I got to meet people.
Not bad at all.
Like, yeah, I was like, oh, like this is cool.
All right, interesting. There's worse things to do. I mean,
right,
yeah,
exactly. I did not want to go, but I'm like, okay, they just gave me money so that I can come here. Like, I probably should go.
Is there a lot of people there?
No. No, there wasn't. But yeah, I don't remember how many.
Yeah,
but...
I don't remember any sort of party like that. I just remember like I got a letter saying like, "Here's your scholarship," and I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. So I don't know how that works. I don't know how they pick people. I mean, I know that I knew someone who was a chemical engineer and was on a full scholarship and then switched majors and no longer had their full scholarship. So I think before it's like it takes a lot to like the scholarships are great and all, but there's like lots of work. Even like Claudia said, like she had to maintain a 3.5 for her scholarship.
I did it.
That's nope. Yeah, so like it's a lot of work. I know that there is like a form you could fill out. I don't know, you'd have to look it up or something, but if you get below your like requirement, you can submit a form to try to let them, keep your scholarship.
That is one thing that I knew is that you have one semester to get it back. So let's say you get a 2.5 and you have to maintain a 3.0. You can have another semester to prove that you can get that back up.
That's a big jump.
After that, well, you know what I mean. Like, and then after that, it's permanently gone and you can't get it back. So they do give you a little bit of a grace period, but best strategy is just you don't go to grottos on a Tuesday and study instead so you can keep your scholarship.
Yeah.
Come on, Jalen.
Jalen would disagree.
Well, at that point, it's senior year. But
not necessarily. I was 21 junior year,
that
so
is true. Not necessarily. Oh, right. All right. Again, out on out. Cool. No, but I think honestly, in my opinion, getting scholarships like outside of Delaware, like back from like when I was in high school and looking at schools and stuff, there are so many freaking scholarships that you can apply for that just like exist. Like
so many.
Like hundreds of thousands. Like if you just like search scholarships, like the computer will fucking crash because like there's just so much you can apply for. I applied for the most
anything,
random things.
Anything.
Random. Like if you can think of it, like there's probably a scholarship for it. Just apply to it. I know my high school, we do a vending machine scholarship. So basically they take all the money that they got from the vending machines in the year and take like a large cutout and then give that to 50 students. So like I got a vending I got like a vending machine scholarship. I got a science scholarship from my high school. Like if you just look online or go talk to like your teachers or anything in high school, like there's so many opportunities for scholarships.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I mean, I remember preparing for this podcast, I looked up education scholarships for college kids. And dear God, they're like, here's 80,000 results. I'm like, good to know. That's as far as I'm going to go with this. There are so many, but grants and scholarships in general, as someone who writes grants for their job, it's terrible. It takes forever. So like, really, unless you want to sit there for a while, like really figure out what grants and scholarships you want to apply to and look at what the requirements are. Because a lot of like grants especially will have requirements on, okay, you have to spend this on tuition, you have to provide receipts, you have to provide transcripts. Like there's so many things to prove what you did and that you're maintaining the level of education that you have. So you just have to make sure that you're really understanding those requirements, keeping in contact with your grant giver, if that's the term, and that they work with UD policies, because UD has certain policies around scholarships, grants, third-party money ventures. So just look out for that and be aware of what's going on.
Yeah, it's like you can't, like I'm pretty sure it's my high school, the scholarships I got from there it was basically just a check that you cashed. And I know people probably did not spend that on, tuition stuff. I mean, mine paid my books for my entire first year, so that's what I used it for. But I think the point of the scholarship, like just use it towards school as much as you would want to use it on something else, because again, money, everybody wants money. I think one of the things that I thought was really important, there was one scholarship I applied to that paid basically all schooling that you did. I don't remember what it was called. My older sister told me to do it, but they would pay for like your undergrad, your graduate, your doc, like whatever you wanted to do, they fully paid off. And it was 10 essays. And I was
Oh, dear
like,
God.
Oh, thanks.
I am not freaking doing this because I'm not writing 10 essays. And then it was like specific prompts and whatnot. And it's like, just write these 10 essays. And my mom was like, Jalen, like, you got to write the essays. You got to write the essays. You got to submit it. I'm like, I don't want to. But what helped, because I did that and it was like super early, I'd go to apply to more scholarships and the essay prompt would be exactly the same.
So you
Yeah.
just like copy it onto that
Literally
one, and then it'll
just
make it one less.
Right. Yeah. Like I literally just copy and pasted. So it's like I applied to 50 scholarships. I only wrote 17 essays. Like I say just literally just apply to everything.
That still seems like an absurd number of essays. I mean, I know
Yeah.
we're talking about getting into college to write papers, but
No.
still sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was a lot, but I mean I got scholarships, so I guess
Yeah.
kind of
You did good.
Yeah. I remember do you guys know like the niche website?
The what?
The what?
Like the niche website?
Niche?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No? Oh, that's awkward. Well, if anyone
is
knows, it just basically like it's like ranking and like overview of literally anything like middle school, high school, towns, like everything. And you can apply for a scholarship on there. So basically they give out, I think it's $2,000 a month or something like that. And for the scholarship, all you do is type in your email and click submit. And then they just send out 2 scholarships to 2 random people. I did not get any of those scholarships, but
Gotcha.
it was something that was like so simple. Like just try it, do it. Why
I
not?
have seen this website before. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of, you can look up Delaware on there. Like, like there's a bunch of stuff. It'll like tell you about the school. I think it'll tell you like majors, population, crime and safety. I don't know.
We got an A overall. Look at us.
Delaware?
Yeah.
And what? Partying?
Overall niche grade. Party scene A+. Look at
Oh,
us.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
No way. You don't say.
But a D for financial aid.
Okay. Ross is just scrolling through the website.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
something?
Ross, this is the audio podcast.
Says nothing about finance here.
Work study.
Okay.
That's why I didn't know if I was like supposed to reply because like I didn't see anything there.
Should I just start it? Is someone asking me about work study? Or am I just...
The lowest grade we got was a
I
B-
can
in
ask you about
safety.
it.
Okay.
And then a B for the dorms. Just like
Not going to Ross.
Give it like a C-.
Are we good?
Mhm.
All right. So one of the more interesting programs at UD, and I feel like it's not just UD, but I hadn't heard about it anywhere else, is work study. And that's all I know about it. So I'm going to see who else can fill in some more info because that's where my knowledge ends.
Well, as we have seen, Jalen needs money. So basically, work study, when you fill out your FAFSA application, it'll give you a breakdown of everything that they're going to give you, like whether it's grants or whatever, scholarships and stuff. And then usually towards the bottom, if you qualify for it, I do not know what the qualification, like I don't know who qualifies for it. But work study. So basically you'll have a dollar amount, say like $2,000 or $1,000 or $2,000, $3,000. That is basically not, it's part of financial aid, but not taken off of your tuition bill. The university has tons of jobs available for students, but a lot of them require you to be on work study. Slightly because I found out that like when you have a job and you're getting paid work study, they're getting help to pay for you. So like they don't have to pay full price compared to having a non-work study student. But yeah, so work study, you get paid like you would regularly do at a job. The idea is that you would, put that money towards your tuition, something, books, anything regarding that. But basically, it's just put into your bank account. So what you spend that on is kind of really up to you. I mean, it definitely helped pay things, but it was also nice. Like for me, I had, I don't even know, 3 work study jobs. I don't remember. But once you have those jobs, they will reimburse you every semester. Like they'll put that on every semester, basically. So for me, I had gotten work study my freshman year, but I didn't have a job freshman year. So I didn't start using my work study amount until sophomore year when I got my job. And then I got a second job and then a third job.
What were the 3 jobs again?
So the first one that used work study was the registrar's office. Shout out to my girls.
Oh God, that registrar's office.
You know how much I love
Every
the registrar's
single
office.
day, Jay went to work and then he just showed up at my porch and just demanded that I hang out with him.
I loved the registrar's office so much. I missed them so much. But yeah, so I worked at the registrar's office and I did that from sophomore year until senior year. I worked at the library for a semester. And then I worked on a research project at the Disaster Research Center, which was not on work study. And then I did research for a geology professor, which was on work study. The one problem that I ran into while doing work study was you basically are only allocated how much that they give you. So I, for example, say that my max per semester to make for work study was $1,000. I couldn't go over that $1,000, and I was getting to the point because at one point I had 3 work study jobs, so I was hitting that point like really quickly. So I had to go to the financial aid office, and then I had to talk to them and apply to get my work study amount raised.
That's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying, but it really wasn't a hard I think I called them and 5 minutes later they increased it. So
Okay.
like it wasn't like a hassle or anything, but like yeah, I guess I mean, I don't like talking to financial aid, but it wasn't that hard of a process to do. The other thing that is basically restricted is that for work study you cannot go over 20 hours a week. I think it's 20, but if you're taking a certain amount, you can go up to 26. I don't know what the cutoff is because I remember I was maxed out. I could only go up to 25. So you have to balance your schedule through, especially if you have multiple jobs. Because like for me, the registrar's office was easy because I worked the same. I worked Tuesday, Thursday every week or Monday, Wednesday every week. Research was a little more difficult because that's really on my own time. And if you have stuff to do, but you're nearing your 20, 25 hours a week, then technically like you're not supposed to work anymore because you're not going to get paid over that amount. You'll get paid for over that. You'll get paid for over that amount, but like technically like you won't get paid because you're going over the specified amount. But yeah, work study definitely it's nice because like it's having a job on campus that like it's for like tuition and everything, but like you can also use it as like your income for while you're at school. Like for me, I had 3 jobs. I was not, putting all of my money just straight into my tuition. Like a lot of it was like, okay, like I'll give myself $300 for the week to spend, and then
The rest on alcohol.
That's not that'd be part of the 300.
Right.
It would be the 300.
No, but yeah, I would try to make sure like even put something into my savings or something, and then if I needed books, if I needed something for school, like I could just dip into that and then pay for it. But yeah, I think work study is great. It's a great program. I think it's very helpful for especially for, I'm lucky that I'm, able to switch on and off. Like, oh, like I can take some of this and put it towards, like going to the bars and whatnot. I can put some of this towards like tuition and stuff. But there are some people that, really need that money completely for school so that they can stay at school. And if they don't have it, then like they can't stay there, which would be terrible. So I think work study is a great opportunity. And if you have the ability to, do work study, I say do it. I mean, or you can get a job on campus. Just there's tons and tons of regular jobs. I mean, my one research wasn't even under work study, which is why I was still able to do it. But yeah, that's my work study rant.
I like it.
Yeah, plus, you never know. Maybe you could take my job at the registrar's office. Just know that the girls will not like you more than they like me because I was their favorite employee ever.
Okay.
End scene.
End scene. Well, Jalen, I would say, do you have anything else to add? But
yeah, did you guys
covered
enjoy this little Jalen podcast for 25 minutes?
I know. So I feel like this was my podcast.
But it was much needed. It's an important topic to talk about. So
yeah, I literally, like, I'm telling you guys, I would not have went to Delaware without financial aid. Like, it would not have happened. I cannot. If you guys can afford that freaking school, more power to you, because I cannot. So I'm glad that it's one good thing that the school offered me. Some money.
Definitely apply for FAFSA. FAFSA is due June 30th this year. So
it sounded like you were like advertising your new movie. FAFSA due June 30th. Yeah.
See, I made it sound like an action movie. Why'd you make it sound like a rom-com?
Honestly, FAFSA is a rom-com. Let's be honest. It breaks your heart at the end of the year. When you don't get that money, it breaks your heart, and you know it.
You sound like you're speaking from personal experience.
No. People love FAFSA. I'm coming back to school in a year. Please give me money. Thank you. But yeah, that is. I'm not even going to say that I have anything else to say because I don't, because I just put it all out there.
I've got nothing else either.
I think this was a good short little episode that was probably much needed.
Agreed.
Jalen's You Discuss podcast.
Yeah. Claudia doing the intro, Jalen talking the whole time, switching it up.
I was going to say, Claudia, since you did the intro, are you also going to do the outro?
I do the outro every time. Remember, Jalen?
No, not that outro. The outro before, like the pre-outro.
Goodbye.
No, Ross always says, he's like, we'll see you guys next week.
No.
Do you even listen to this podcast?
Wow. Fake fan.
I'm on it. I listen to myself talk enough. I don't need to
you're cut from the team.
That. Wow. Well,
all right.
Yeah, if you guys listening enjoy the podcast, try to spread the word a little bit. Tell your friends, tell your peers, any other people might want to enjoy it. People coming in next semester. They
grandma.
might want to. What?
I said mom, dad, grandma.
Yeah, mom, dad, grandma. Why not?
Grandpa. I guess we could throw him in there too.
Brother, sister, aunt, uncle, anyone.
Cousin, dog, cat. Turtle.
Just
put it on for your pets when you leave.
Yes.
Throw it in the Delaware Facebook group of 2025, I think, right? 2026?
Ew. Sorry.
Help us spread the word.
We're going to have to edit this a little bit.
No, that was perfect.
You said ew.
So since Claudia won't do it, we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Adios.
Bye.
Claudia, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, really.
I wasn't not going to do it. I was just like, what am I supposed to say? I have no recollection of you saying anything other than bye.
No, you always.
I literally say the same thing.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
You know what? I got the intro, so leave me be.
It's like my